Hi, welcome to Craft It Sweetly. I'm Diana. Thanks so much for being here, as usual. Recently I did a video where I was showed how to do the strips to make them invisible, which I'll link the video below, but involved cutting the strip at an angle to take off this part right up here so you can't see it, and then it becomes kind of just at the front of the book. In this video I want to show you a quick technique. It's a different technique as far as this part up here, and this won't be a long video because it's not very complicated or not much to show. But right now when you do the folds, you have this perfectly 90-degree angle, obviously based on the page itself. When you're applying the strip, you have, whether you take off at an angle and then turn it invisible or just apply the strip, you've got the 90 degrees. So I thought, well, how about if we do something a little different? What can I do to change this part? So what I came up with is using a punch cutter like this. This particular one has 3 different punch types, different rounded edge, slightly, just a little bit, and then this is more of an arc, and this is just the tip taken off a little more than this, I guess. And I thought, well, this might make an interesting finish to the book up here. Now I did have this, which makes more of a lace design, and if you notice on here, it does have this tip here, and then this is more kind of designed, a little more detail. What I didn't like about this is that it also had, it would cut these holes out, and this you don't really see once all the pages are together. So with this, because it has these additional details cut out of it, it's more meant to be as corners when you're doing scrapbooking. And I'll just show you the difference here. So let me get this in here. Also, this particular kind, this has a almost like a lever that you can press and create it, the punches. This one you have to press from up here, so this makes it a little harder to use in a book. But these you don't see anyway in a book. You're not gonna see because you've got all the pages together, so all you see is this, which can be a nice design, but I would recommend something that's solid in this area right here, so you've got nothing punched out. But this can be a little more ornate if you'd like. It'll just give you a different definition. I just wanted to show you another technique, another idea of something you can do up for the design of the book. So I've got the book here. This was already done previously, but I just took a book that I had on hand to show you how to do it. And you can do it with a book that has the invisible strips, meaning this has been cut at an angle. It's just going to give you a different look. And I'll probably do a video showing that as well. But I'll take the page, and I decided to go with this, which is more of a bigger round for the corner. And I'm just cutting the corners off these. Now you do have to make sure that you're putting this in always at the, like, as far in as possible, and holding the tool the same way. Otherwise you won't have even cuts. And then this is an easy punch to cut. Now notice this is nice and rounded, and then this is the squared off design. So let me zoom in here a little bit so you can see a little better. Whoops. Right there. Okay, so this is nice and rounded and you're square. So let me do a couple more, and then I'll just show you what it looks like. So it's fast to do. You can do this as you're making the pages and then just cut it out, or you could technically, I suppose, like I'm doing now, where you finish the entire book and cut it after the fact. With future ones, I'd probably cut as I'm going along, just so I don't have to wrestle with the pages, and I think it would be easier to do every 5 or 10 as you work on the pages, versus, again, kind of having the stack of finished pages. But I wanted to get this video out to you so that you have an idea of another technique, another option for the top edge of your book. Okay, so few pages here. Look how nice that looks rounded right here versus the square. Now there's nothing wrong with the square, obviously, just different effect to it. Since you're not taping the back of this, it looks like this is kind of loose now. It's actually fine. Once you put all the pages together, you won't be able to tell. So I've done some of the book. I won't finish the book, the rest of it. It'll kind of give you the same idea. So this is what it looks like so far. Look at the nice roundness of it right there. Trying to get the pages to show you here. So just a different effect right there versus the squared off part. So let me take this section here, these two sections of the book, and this. So couple of options right there. Nice round and squared off. So both great, but just something else to add to your arsenal as far as what it looks like. So I'll finish this book real quick. It won't take me very long. I'll finish the punching out the rest of these pages, and then I'll just show you what the book looks like with the corner trimmed off. Finished trimming off the top of the book, and this is what it looks like. So nice rounded edge here. Took off that 90-degree using that hole punch. Now if this was done with the invisible strips, meaning we're cutting at an angle here, like I mentioned, and I'll link that video, like I said, in the description box, then you really wouldn't even see this black line here anymore. It would just kind of all blend together around the image, because right now you can kind of see the black line from the strips here, the line that was used to know where to cut the strip. So if you do it the invisible strip and then trim off the top using that hole punch, then this black line goes away. And then you have a smooth design kind of going in this way. Okay, so just another idea, quick short video. Link is in the description box below for the Photo book art app that I used to create this design. This design is actually in my Etsy shop if you do like this pattern. And then for the hole punch. Again, you can use any hole punch you may already have, but you don't want anything that has more filigree because you're not going to see that anyway, and it's just going to make it a little more fragile. If you have any questions, please comment below. Hope you make some books using this technique, and I would love to see them posted in my Facebook group. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next project.